Hey guys, so in this one it's day 146. It's Irlamas, incense, and oil. Now, my problem is I can't find my patchouli oil, but I found my rosemary oil, so we're gonna just kind of deal with that, not the patchouli. You'll need a handful of oak wood, either powdered or chips. I have this white oak bark. I have an oak tree outside, but this is white oak bark. And as we go, I'm going to actually put them in these containers so that I can see them, because I'm trying to reorganize my altar area and my setup for my herbs and things like that, because it's just not working. It's just not in a spot where I can see. So we're going to be doing that as we go along. So don't mind the rustling. I'm just getting two of these containers out. One for the white oak bark, and then you'll also need, couldn't find my sandalwood, so we're going to have to deal with that. Oats and frankincense, which I put here, my frankincense. And your vegetable glycerin. This is my small little bottle. I had to buy a new one, but I don't go through it that much, so I didn't want to buy a massive bottle, and so this will have to do. And then my grapeseed oil for the oil. Now you actually get to see me to get everything out. So I am going to mix this minus the liquid part of it, because the liquid, when it's done being in an incense, I'll put it in here. But for the powdered stuff, I'm going to stick it in here. So I'm going to bring you down a little bit so you can see. There we go. In my lap. Okay. So, still not getting far enough, but we got, I think further back is better. So it says roughly half of a handful of oak, but I just need a teeny tiny bit. So I'm just going to put about half a teaspoon in here, and then I'm going to put the white oak in here, and then I'm going to label it when I'm off camera. And I mean, I'm eventually going to use these again, but currently in the place I'm in, they're not useful to me, so I'm going to relabel that as the white oak bark. And then the rolled oats. And it says half a handful of powdered sandalwood, so if you guys have sandalwood, go right ahead and put that in. I'm going to take this piece of paper out and put it in the area. So it says half a handful, and it says a teaspoon of dried oats, and I'm just going to put a tiny little shake in here. It was a bigger shake than I thought. And put it in here. And then it says 2 teaspoons of frankincense, but again, since I'm doing just a little bit, I'm just going to put a couple of tears. A few tears in there, and that's all I'm going to put because it's dry ingredients for the moment. And I'm just going to crunch at it because it says powder, 2 teaspoons frankincense, but I want this kind of in a powder form, so I'm just going to crush it up a little bit. It's up to you. If you wanted to keep it the way it was, you could do that. But I'm not. It's just a personal preference. Because of the way I don't use charcoal that much because I don't like the smell. So I just put it in a piece of rolled up paper. I mean, just use the handle of this against a piece of paper, and then put it in salt, and you're good to go. It's also cheaper because you can get paper of any kind at the dollar store. By the way, I bought these at the Dollarama. I've got other little ones that look very similar that are from the Dollar Tree. And I'll show you in a bit what I'm going to actually do with these. Just get every last thing out. I'm actually going to use this brush. Get the last little bit out. Okay. I'm going to set that aside. Also bought this for $4 at the Dollarama. I don't know if you guys have those, but we do. And I've seen them for cheap elsewhere too. You don't have to break the bank on a mortar and pestle. You could also just with a wooden bowl and a spoon. So there's the powder. And then it says 2 drops of rosemary essential oil. And I'm going to be really, really careful with this because it says 2. I'm going to use this little medicine dropper. It says 2. I'm only going to put 1, but that's still going to be a lot with what I've got. So okay. If I was doing a full batch, I'd do the full 2 drops, but I'm not, so that's going to have to go. I'm going to put it back in my little container with a rubber. And then it says vegetable glycerin, and it says 1 to 2 tablespoons, but like I said, I don't want this to be too. This is a new bottle you haven't taken off the top. Great. So, take this, and we're going to put a very small amount in it. And then the beauty of this container, I don't have to dirty anything else. I'm just going to put the lid on, and I'm going to shake. Just to get it to where I want it to be. So there is my incense, and I am going to, it says wait a day, but I am going to use this actually in my Lamass practices, which is not until August 1st, so I'm going to put this aside for that purpose. Now, we are going to make the oil. And I'm going to use this really, really tiny bottle. You may actually want to use like a bottle this size, but I can't find all my bottles this size, so we're going to use a bottle this size. I'm not going to use this one. It's kind of sticky. We're going to find a new one. Like this. So I bought these 6 for $1 at the dollar store. The bigger ones are 3 for $1 at the dollar store. These I can actually find at the Dollar Tree, so those of you who have a Dollar Tree. But I actually bought them at the Dollarama. Same with these, so I don't know if you'll be able to find these at a Dollar Tree. But keep your eyes open. So for the Lamass oil, you're going to use the oil to anoint the attendees of your Lamass ritual. You also use this oil anytime that you want to awaken the insights and mysteries of Lamass. This oil activates the magical energies of giving, prosperity, abundance, and riches. And again, I'm going to use this at my incorporated into my ritual. So you'll need 5 drops of the patchouli essential oil, but since I don't have any, I'm going to go with my gut, and I'm going to put a little bit of frankincense in there, just because, you know, it's in my incense, so I'm going to play a little bit, because I do not have what I need. If I can never open these bottles, even if they're already open. Nope, okay. Cedarwood. We'll put cedarwood in. which is also one I like very much, which I'm going to put only a couple drops. Oops. Okay, so there's the cedarwood, and then the rosemary. Oops. Rosemary, and I know this is a different bottle, but it's easier to get it out. So I'm going to put 2 drops. And then it says a pinch of dried oak. And I'm also going to use this bottle instead. This is my backup bottle of grapeseed oil. Should be open anyway, doesn't really matter. And I'm going to, it says fill the bottle halfway with vegetable glycerin. Like I said, I'm going to use, I find grapeseed oil a little bit better than vegetable glycerin, so we're just going to fill the bottle halfway. Ooh. What? I have this thing called a funnel. I'm going to use that. So that's halfway with vegetable glycerin, or grapeseed oil in my case. And then it says, add plain water until the bottle is 3/4 full. Add your essential oils, add dry ingredients, close the lid, and shake the bottle. I don't currently have water around me. I will add that. Oh, no, I do. And we're going to make it even more special because this is water from the first snowfall. I forgot I had this. I should be using it in more of my spells. Water from the first snowfall. I normally use water from the first rainfall. But it, you know, went and I have no idea where it went. So we'll use the rain from the first the water from this first snowfall. Okay, and then we're going to grab the oats that we had before, or the oak. I'm going to choose the oak. You could do the oak or the oats. And I'm going to put those in my oil too. Just a pinch. And since my pinch is smaller than most people's pinches, I'm going to add another one. Just slightly. Find the lid. Okay. And just put those in the rest of the way. And shake. There you go. That is what I came up with. Your results may be different. You may use glycerin instead of grapeseed oil, or you may use olive oil instead of grapeseed oil. You may use a bigger container. You may use oats. I decided the oak would be better. You might decide powder or chips instead of powder, and it's totally up to you. I went with a little bit of my gut with this one, only because I will be using it in my ritual, and so I wanted to add a little piece of me into this, so that's what I've done. You can use it immediately. I'm going to save it. I'm going to put this and this together in my Lunicid box and use it when the time comes on the candles that I already have inscribed in there. So that's all I have for you for today, 146. I hope you liked it. I hope this is more of what you guys want to see, me actually doing the stuff, because I know the other stuff is boring. I have a few more videos on my hard drive that I want to get up to you. I have a storage container, one of a couple that I plan on doing a thrifty storage container for those of you who have small spaces or just want a different way to, you know, display your herbs. I've got a couple different ones of those, and I have kind of an unboxing, but it's not really witchy, but this is what you're getting from an unboxing from me at the moment. I may do one just to see, but they're expensive, and I'm all about the thrifty witchcraft. But that's all really I have for you today. I hope you liked this video, and I hope to make one just as well for you tomorrow. Blessed be, and keep crafting, witches.